everybody. We will get started in just a second. I believe most everyone is in. So today we're going to talk about working with video, which of course is the primary thing that we do with Echo360. So what we are going to talk about today is I'm going to show you how to record a new video. I'm going to show you some of the editing that's available to you within Echo360. I'm going to show you how to add video. Add a video to your Canvas course, and then also create an Echo360 assignment. So those are the topics we're going to cover today. So let's all right, so can everyone see my Canvas course page?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, so if you attended the last session last week, then you know that when you click on Echo360, what you see is not just, when you go to the library, it's not just what is for this particular course that you're in, but it's your entire Echo360 library. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you some of the options for recording a new video. So let's see. Some video, you may want a video that just has you talking, like maybe an introduction video. Or you may want to record a video that's accompanied by a PowerPoint, or maybe if it's you want to show your syllabus at the beginning of the semester, that type of thing, so you can share your screen. It works very much the same way that Zoom works. Okay, so I'm going to click Open Echo360 Capture. You should already have the Universal Capture software downloaded. If not, this is the page you will do that, depending on the type of computer you have, whether you have a Mac or a Windows computer. You can choose the correct download. But now I'm going to click Echo360, and then you should have this window pop up. Okay, so then you just follow the instructions. Click on the Continue button to resume previewing. Okay, so now it's loading. All right, so I have, there are two windows here. And what you will do is, it's thinking right now, you will choose the input. So right now, I have a choice between display one, because I have two screens on my computer. You can choose no input. I have a webcam that is connected to like an additional webcam that's connected by USB. And then I also have the integrated webcam, which that's in the laptop that I have. Since I have two webcams, I can choose from those two. Now here, display one is up here and checked. That's why there's a check mark here. So right now, that's what it's pulling from this PowerPoint that's on my display one. Display two is what I'm sharing with you right now. And so what I want to do is I am going to leave it on display one, because I want to put that in show mode so that I can go through my PowerPoint as I want to record it. I have it in full screen mode. And then over here, I can leave this on no input if I only want the PowerPoint to be recorded, or if you want your webcam to record while you're giving a lecture, you can do that. So I'm going to choose my Logitech webcam. This is one I have connected via USB. So then, now you're going to get to see me talking. So then it will record both of these into the one video. I'm going to take that off because I don't want that. So now that I have my input decided on, then this button here is, of course, the record button. So you also want to point out that you have this audio that's showing that my audio is working. You can choose where you want your audio to come from. My webcam that I'm using has a microphone in it as well. So that's what's checked here. This is the microphone that is in my laptop, and I'm not exactly sure what this, I think that might be something else I have connected. Anyway, so your options may be a little different from mine. But right now, the most important part is that you want to make sure that the microphone that you have is recording, and when this is going up and going in, that means that it's recording just fine.
Angie, could I ask a question?
Sure.
This is Ann. When you look at the two sides of what you're trying to capture, the display one versus the secondary input, does this mean that you're capturing it in equal size?
It is, I think normally with the webcam, it puts it as a small, like a picture-in-picture kind of thing.
Yeah. And so should we always do that on the second side, or should we play with that a little bit?
I would play with it a little bit. I would test it out first in like a small, very short, recording.
Test. Okay.
Yes, I would do that. And I have a question from Susie that if we record a lecture in the classroom, which camera do we choose as an input, or is that already chosen for us? It may already be chosen, Susie. I'm not exactly sure, but I would definitely check it to make sure that it is. Now it gives you a preview. So when you choose any of these, and it will list the classroom camera if that is connected to the computer you're using. If you bring a laptop in into a classroom and connect it that way, it may not connect to that camera that's in the classroom. So this would only work with the computer that is actually in the classroom. But you would have listed here the different cameras. So what I would do is I would go in a little bit early to the classroom for the first time you use it and just click on which one and make sure that it's the correct one that you want to be recording. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to click the record button, and it gives you a little countdown. It tells you to get ready, it gives you 5 seconds, and then this is going to disappear, just like that. So now my other screen is being recorded as well as my voice. So I would then just go through my PowerPoint. Okay, so then I would just go through my PowerPoint here as I'm talking. And you would go through, and record your lecture. Now, the first time you do this, you might want to do a little test run just to make sure that your audio sounds good, that it's picking up the video and all of that correctly. Okay, so then I'm finished with this. The next thing I'm going to do is, down here on the bottom, you'll see this little circle, and then it has record. That's your Echo360. When you're ready to stop the recording, you just click on that and then click the stop button. Now, now what I'm going to show you next is how to edit. So you may have a little bit at the beginning that you want to trim off. You may have some stuff towards the end that you would like to trim. So I'm going to show you some very basics as far as that goes in just a second. So now it has recorded. So I'm going back to my Echo360 library. Refresh here. It does take a few minutes. Yes, so it's processing here. So I'm in my library, my Echo360 library. It does take a few minutes to process. Right now it says untitled. I can go ahead and edit. So as it's processing, you only have a few options that are available until that processing is finished. So what I'm going to do is show you, I'm going to go into another video that I've already worked on to show you the editing tools. Now, one thing I also want to point out is whenever you have recorded the video, it is in your library, but it doesn't mean that it's in one of your courses yet. So you have to put this in a course separately. So I'll show you how to do that before we show the editing. So when I click on courses, now this should show you all of the courses that you are enrolled in. This is the one that I am in right now. So I'm going to click here. And then this is my, these are my collections. So instructional design models is collection. And then I can see that I have 3 classes within that collection here. So if I want to add that video that I just created. I add the class, I'm calling it video 3, and then this is how I'm going to add that particular video. I'm going to click the plus and then import from my library. So that is going to pull up all of the videos that were in my library. Now I have some that are untitled, so this is why it's important to title them after the processing is done. So let's see, I'm just going to choose, I'll choose one. Okay, and then once I choose it, I'm going to click done, and then the video is there. So this is one that I was testing with. So if I want to go in, I can look at details, I can edit the details. These are all of my options that are available for the video that I just added here. Any questions on that? Okay. Now you can share these videos even if they're not in a course. You can share them if you embed them. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well today. But the first thing I want to show you is the editing process. Now, a lot of times it may be just fine to have it, basically the raw video, however it was in class, that's fine. That's up to you. But there are some very minimal editing tools within Echo360. So what I'm going to do is, this is the video I want to trim a little bit from. I'm going to click the 3 dots here. And then you have the option here to edit media. So then it's going to pull up. This is your preview and this is your timeline. It has audio and video. And you can zoom into this a little bit closer. So then it spreads that out just a little bit, makes it easier. So see, I have all this blank here in the audio. So that means there's just a lot of pause. There's nothing going on at that point until I start talking there. So if I want to straighten that up, maybe you have a lot longer than just a few seconds, then that's, that's where you would want to trim that. So you're going to do that by pulling this lever that has the little scissors. You're going to click cut, and then you have between these 2 pink borders, that is what's going to be trimmed. So what you have to do then is you have to click there between the 2 borders, and then you have to click the trash can over here. So then it takes it away. Now, this will not be saved. It won't stay this way until you save it. Now you can do a save as, and that's what I recommend. I recommend that you do a save as so that you may have 2 videos, but one will be the original and one will be the edited one. So what you, because just in case you maybe trim the wrong thing or something like that, you can always click restore as long as you haven't saved this yet. So if you're going through here and you realize, no, I cut the wrong part out, you can click restore and it goes back to the original version. But once you have saved it, then you can't go back to the original. Okay, so I have an example. Do I have any questions about the editing part?
Angie?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Go ahead, Deborah.
This is Deborah. Can you only do it at the end, or is there a way to move that initial bar so that, like I see, yes, at that spot, could you move so you have 2 bars there and delete that area as well?
That was my question. Can you
Oh,
take out chunks from the middle?
You can, yes. So let's see. So I move that, and then I say I want this chunk out. Let me make sure I do this right. Okay, let's see. I hope I didn't do that. That's exactly what I thought I might do. Let me undo, and there's the undo button, which I use a lot of. Let's see. I'm gonna click this door. So, okay. So this is a little tricky. Okay. So there. So I'm trying to take that out. You might have to play with it a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a little bit tricky.
So, basically you're using, to the left and the right of the scissors, you have your bracket. So you're just making it either the right or the left bracket.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And like I said, it is a little bit tricky, and that's why zooming in may help some too. And you may have to play with it a little bit. And so if you need any help with that, let me know and we can kind of work on it together. Or like I said, as long as you have use your restore button or do a save as, then you're safe. But I didn't like that. I've used other editing tools, and usually you can just click and drag this over if you've cut out this part, and it won't let you do that. It actually does it on its own after you save it. Okay. Any other questions?
Angie, this is Jeanette.
Hi, Jeanette.
Are you able to edit the audio separate from the video?
Not in Echo360. No.
Okay.
If you have something that has some editing and some audio issues or something you would like me to take a look at, I have another tool that if you save this, and I could download your video in Echo360 and I could work on that. So if it's something like really crazy with the audio, I might be able to help with some of that because I have some additional tools. But it's a very, as far as the editing goes, it's not a super powerful tool for that besides the trimming.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions? Okay. So I'm going to go back to the library. And this is my video that's 4 seconds shorter because I actually already trimmed this one. And and I saved it. So then whenever I click on it, it's on. Edit media. I want you to be able to see that it saved my trims all the way. So my audio starts instead of having like those 4 seconds at the beginning. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to add a video to Canvas course. I did show this a little last week, but I wanted to show you some additional ways to add a video that you may find easier. And I showed you before, last week I showed you how to add it to modules. Now, and that's certainly one way, and I will show that again. So let's see, I will add plus here. I'm just going to add something to module 1. And then I want to use the external tool. And then I'm going to go to Echo360 library. Add item. And then when I click here, I'm going to get the screen that I'm going to choose my course. And then it shows me I have these 2 collections within this course. So then I'm going to choose the video I want and continue. Okay, so now that's in my module. So let me go back to module 1. And then I'm going to want to change the name of this because I don't want to say Echo360 library. I want it to say whatever, you know, you can give it whatever title you like. So that's one way, and that is a pretty easy way. Another way that you could do it is, I'm going to show you like in an assignment. So there are a couple ways you can create an assignment for an Echo360 assignment. So the first way I want to show you is, okay, so students can actually create Echo360 videos. So you may have an assignment where you want the student to submit a video. So I'm going to show you how to do that. There are also instructions that can be posted in Canvas for students. If it's the first time that you've created an assignment like this, we can post those instructions for the students to give them, you know, the step-by-step process for doing that. I think it'll be pretty easy for them. But I'm going to create an assignment, and let's say this is like a discussion assignment. Or just something that you want them to type in, not a discussion for all students to see, but all right, so now this is the new content editor. I did a video on that, that anybody who's interested in watching that video, I can send you that. But this is what the new editor looks like. And if you want to add, you can embed very easily your video for Echo360. So here is your the icon for uploading media. So what I'm going to do is click upload or /record, and it has 3 options here. The embed option is the one that I want. I do need to go and get that embed code though from Echo360. So let me just open another window. I'm just going to the same class, the same course in Canvas, because I needed that that embed code first. Okay, so let's go here with this edited video that I have. I'm going to click the 3 dots here again, and then click share. And I'm going to click links. Add link. And then here, this is just a link, so students would just click on the link, but I want to embed it. So I'm going to click embed, then I'm going to copy. Go back over here and paste that embed code. And then when I click submit, it's right here. So then I could say something like, watch. And then I'm going to have them as online assignment with a text entry. We'll just go ahead and do everything like this, and then I'm going to show you from the student's perspective. So now the video is here, and then the student can submit the assignment, and then they are given like a text box. Okay, so that's you adding a video and the student reflecting on that particular video. So, any questions on that?
I have a question, Angie. It's Ann. When we had the original in-service, they were talking about the ability to flag and ask questions and kind of make this all interactive. Is that what embed does versus copying the link?
Either one. Those tools are there regardless of, if you have a link, it's going to take them to Echo360. If you embed it, then it's just showing Echo360 here. So let's see here.
Okay.
Yeah, so either way will work, because it's just, the link is just going to take them straight to Echo360. Let's see.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to show you an assignment for that requires the student to upload something from Echo360. Okay, so I'm going to click assignment. And then I would put instructions in here. All right, so Dr. McKine says that there was just an announcement with the Echo360 training, and that the interactive features are expected to go live sometime this month, but aren't available yet. Thank you. I have not heard that. I appreciate that. And that's where the students can actually make comments on the video. Okay, so now here, I want to change this to be a website URL. So what we're doing here is I am requiring students to create a video and upload it for the assignment. So they are going to put in a website URL. All right, and then I'm going to save and publish, and then I'll show you what this looks like when the student goes to upload from Echo360. So they have several places here. They could just type in any website URL, so if they put it on YouTube. But what we are going to require is that it's from Echo360. So they're going to have this tab here for Echo360 homework embed. And then what will come up is their library. So then they'll be able to choose and insert that video and then submit assignment. Okay, so then I'm going to go over to the grade book. All right, well. Oh, there it is. Here we go. All right, so here's the upload. And then I can click on SpeedGrader. And then I'll see the video that the student has uploaded here. So then you can grade it, comment. Okay. All right. So any questions on the assignments?
I think you could repeat that, do that one more time.
Sure, absolutely. So let's get back to assignments. You want me to show again where you require the students to?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. So we'll go to assignments. All right, so then I'm going to add an assignment here. Same thing. And then here, you would just put your instructions for what you require of the student. And then here, it's most of the time it's set on online and then like file upload. You just change it to be the website URL. And that's what activates those tabs that you see like from Google Docs and from Dropbox and all of that. And then you could put you put all of the required information here, and then save and publish. And that's really all that you would have to do as an instructor. But then when the student goes in to submit, they click submit assignment, and then they would choose Echo360 homework embed. And then they would have their library show up here and would choose the correct one and then insert and submit. Okay.
Okay. And then you find it in grades, and that's how you
Find it in, yes, find it in the grade book. You probably don't have all these in here. I have all of this because this is my sample course, but here you see that it's been uploaded and that it requires attention. So then you click the little arrow here. And there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, that was a little disjointed. It's hiding.
Angie,
Yes.
so the students all will have their own library. And did you say earlier that you're going to have instructions for them as well on how to utilize this?
Yes, there are instructions already created by Echo360 that are pretty, they seem pretty easy to follow. But yes, I can send links for you to post in your course for instructions. And they also have not just for how to, put an assignment, but also how to use Echo360 from the student side. So I can make those available in the CHP resource course.
That's great. Thank you, Angie.
Yes, towards the top, I have an area that has Echo360. It's a page, and I'll put all those things on there for students.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So that is all that I have to show you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be having another session next week on using Echo360 in the classroom. So if you, but if you come up with any questions before then, please feel free to email me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And Angie, these recordings are on the college page. Okay.
Yes. Yes, I will put these recordings for these sessions also on the college page.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angie.
Bye, everybody.